Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bitachon Chair. We're up to chapter 1. Very, very exciting. We've gotten through the introduction, and now we're on to the next part of the journey. It was a long introduction of the Shaar Habitachon, and which is the gate of trust from the Chovot by the Chovot Levavot by Rebbe Bachaya. And now we're going to go on today to do the first chapter. We're going to start it off. It's a very, very short chapter. And again, I want to thank everyone that gave the push to make this happen. Again, we're going to go forward with it. It's 15 minutes and 10 minutes will be on the Shaar Habitachon. And then again, we're going to go after that. I'm going to share a letter from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, which is about Bitachon. And the one thing that I just want to bring up that's important to remember is Bitachon is like a muscle. Every single day, you got to start anew. It's not a thing, okay, I did my workout last week and I'm good for 5 years from now. And no. Every single day, every single minute, and really every second. It's like, you know what, imagine right now, I'm like, wow, you know what, I just got that great deal that happened. I did good, I did good with work with my boss. And then all of a sudden, immediately, you're feeling so good about yourself. And then literally a minute later, all of a sudden, your boss says like, yo, what just happened over here? What's wrong with this? Like, who messed this up? And all of a sudden, like that whole feeling inside of you that a second ago you were feeling so good, you were feeling on top of your game, and all of a sudden a second later you come crashing down, and you're like, that's really where the Bitachon is. Like, take that as what we're working on, is that every single day we're getting out there, every single minute, and we're having this constant fight against the Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara is the evil inclination. He's fighting us. He's saying, hey, you know what I'm going to do today? What's his trick that he has what trick does he have to be able to fight us, that we're able to, to knock us down? So this is where we're going to go today. So this is starting off right now. And again, Shaar Habitachon, again, I want to thank everyone for joining. And we're going to start today with the question is, the Chovot Levavot and the Shaar Habitachon, we're going to ask the question, would define what the very essence of Bitachon is. What does Bitachon mean? And as well as as I said, what is the primary factor of having Bitachon? So what it is the peace of mind of a person who has trust. Think of it for a second. This is what it is, the essence of Bitachon. Someone that has total peace of mind, and that he has peace of mind in the person that he's trusting. And we're going to go into that right now, of what does that mean? But I always try to do the thing of, like when you I usually like to use the word, you shut off your brains for a second and be able to just like relax, not worry about all the other things that are going on, family issues, health issues, parnasa issues, being able to have financial challenges, whatever challenge, relationship challenges, be able to kind of like shut that all and be able to be like, just live in the moment present, that you're alive, everything's good around you. And it's a challenge, definitely a challenge. Because we always keep on having things that are coming around us. So the peace of mind of the person, this is what Bitachon is, peace of mind of the person who has trust. So someone that has Bitachon has peace of mind, and that he relies on the person in whom he is trusting. So we're going to go on to say right now, the definition of trust. The essence of trust is the peace of mind of the person who has trust. Okay, we just said that right now. So let's say, for example, the person that's watching this right now is that they have peace of mind, and that if he relies on a person whom he is trusting, that the person whom he's trusting will do good for him and the correct thing for him. So stop for a second. So not only peace of mind, how is he having peace of mind? Because he knows that the person that's taking care of him, he has total reliability on him, and that person is going to do what's good for him and the correct thing for him. And not only that, it's, again, you have to take it slow, very, very slow over here just to understand it. And how is he trusting this person? He's trusting this person in a matter regarding which he's trusting him. For example, if someone says right now, I'm giving you my wallet, you have could you watch my wallet? You're totally calm about that knowing that person's going to take care of it. Not only is he going to take care of it, he's going to do the best thing for that wallet to make sure your money's not lost. And make sure your money's not going to get messed over. Someone's going to go steal it, something else. And so we say he's going to do good and the correct thing for him, the one who he trusts, in the matter regarding which he is trusting him, according to his ability and knowledge, and to bring that which is good for him into actuality. So I want to just go to some of the notes over here, just so we all have the clarity on this. This is this. Why are we describing the nature of a person to understand this? Is that we're bringing up people just so we can have a clarity to understand it. But really, what this is going on Hashem, is going on God, because really God is the only one that's able to have every single person's best interest. And we talk about this all the time. We say Hashem was the one that took care of us from before when we were in our mother's womb all the way till now. And he's going to continue taking care of us. And he said previously in the introduction, there were, if I'm not mistaken, 7 different things that we have to have a person to have trust in someone. And we said that God's the only one that's able to do that. So here, why we're bringing up this person is just to have it understood, is we have to be able to rely on a person so much that they're going to have our best interest and know what's our best interest. And really, the only person and the only thing that's possible is God. So I want to read from here in the footnotes, which is actually a really, really beautiful footnote. The concept of Bitachon is really that it's a person that has complete faith and trust that the other person, in the entity that's taking care of him, and that knows that he has his best interests at heart. And we said this, that when a person has stronger the friendship, the more we feel that he has our best interest. And this is something that's really, really powerful that I love to be able to bring up. And the more closer you are to a person, you know that they're going to take care of you. The less closer you are, you don't know, okay, what's going to happen? And the more we feel that he has our best interest at heart, the more we are certain that not only will he not cause us any harm, he's not going to want to harm us, but he will do everything in his power to make sure that we're taken care of and to do what's right for us. And we say another piece is that the more trusting a person is, the more he receives the matter which he's looking for, regarding which he's trusting in. And this is and there's going to be 2 reasons for it. One, the first reason is if he doesn't place this full trust, he shows that he lacks confidence that he could be helped. And the lack of confidence goes back the other way. If you're going to show to someone, hey, like, I'm giving you my wallet, but you're kind of like always looking over your shoulder, is that guy really taking care of it? The guy's going to feel like, okay, I know that guy's watching me if I'm going to do it. There's the lack of trust there. The other hand is if you had full confidence and you go on with peace, because you know the person's going to take care of your wallet and is not going to mess it over, that person also knows, wow, okay, that person gave me a responsibility. It's in my hands. I'm going to do the greatest thing for it. And also, the second thing is when the entity knows that he is the person's only hope, he feels that reciprocal feeling of wanting to ensure that outcome. So if you give that wallet to the person, say, you're the only person I trust and all that, and I thank you so much for watching my wallet. I really appreciate it. And that person knows that he's the only one relying on, that also makes a difference. So all this is true when it comes to Bitachon. We must fully develop the feeling of reliance and trust in Hashem will do what is good for us. And so this is really the beautiful power of Bitachon, is we have so many challenges that come to us every day. But if we could have that tranquil peace of mind, just able to know that we give over to our hardships, our challenges, everything to Hashem. Hashem's going to take care of us because he's taking care of us from day one. He's taking care of us from when we were a little child all the way till today. We're going to be in such a much better place. And that's what we're going to build up. We're going to have peace of mind and reliance on Hashem that he's going to take care of us. So now we're going to go on to this beautiful letter from the Lubavitcher Rebbe that I wanted to share. That was actually very, very helpful for me. Again, this class, I can't tell you how much it's really all for me. Again, being a little selfish here, and for everyone else, I struggle every day. As I mentioned, it's a muscle. So every single day we got to work out. Every single day got to go to the gym, otherwise you're going to feel sluggish. For me, it's constant. It's a constant battle day by day. And so again, this is why we do this. So here we started off. Blessings and greetings. Your letter on February 25th reached me with some delay. So this is talking to a wife. We're going to reveal a wife whose husband's going through some struggles. Insofar as I've heard about your husband from visitors from London, I'm surprised to read your description of his present state of discouragement. Surely he knows that it's not only a matter of world outlook for a Jew, but one of the very foundations of Jewish faith, that God's providence extends to everyone individually. Hashem takes care of us individually, remember that, and in every aspect of one's individual life. How much more so? Or is it not only an individual matter, but it is related to the parnasa, which is the financials of the whole family. At the same time, it should be remembered that God's providence is a benevolent providence, that God is the essence of goodness and desires to do good. Hashem's whole thing is good. There's no bad. And it's very, very hard for us to kind of fathom sometimes or to understand. Therefore, it's easy to see how right King David was in the Holy Tehillim when he said, God is with me, I shall not fear. God is my shepherd, I shall not want. It is only necessary to reflect upon this frequently, meaning a person to think about that Hashem takes care of me. And he's just like a sheep. The sheep, they just go grazing, they do their thing because they know the shepherd's taking care of them, guiding them where to go every day. It is only necessary to reflect upon this frequently and deeply, and all anxiety and worry would be dispelled at once. So obviously this husband had anxiety, he's going through struggles financially, and he's probably depressed, and the Rebbe is writing the letter to his wife that he shouldn't be. You remember these words, think about this. Needless to say, trust in God does not mean relying solely on miracles. So this is a very, very important piece. We're not going to just sit back all day and say, God, you know what? I'm just going to sit at home. I'm not going to do anything because the food's going to come out here. I'm going to make my money. No. For the Torah commands the Jew to do everything possible in the natural order in matters of parnasa. And so the important thing is over here, except that he should do at the same time remember that success and blessings come from God. And so it is written in the Torah, God will bless you in all that you do. So again, you have to go do the work. You can't just sit home. You have to go to work. You have to do the work. But at the same time, you have to know exactly where it comes from. It's not your boss's money. He's not giving you anything. It's nothing to do with him. It's nothing to do with the other person, the other deal. It's all Hashem. And if the above is true in every case and at all times and places, it should certainly be obvious to Jews in our own time, since every one of us has seen God's kindness, especially Jews who have a miraculous escape from the danger of the Second World War. How can one allow himself to be so confused by the Yetzer Hara as to overcome by anxiety or worry? Look at all the people that right now, he's talking to them, that escaped from World War II, that survived. And he took care of you over there. And know that he's going to take care of you here. Of course, there are times when things do not seem to go as expected or as desired, but the Torah has already forewarned us to regard such times as temporary trials and tests of one's faith in God. That's really, really powerful to remember that. We're going through a challenge, a trial. Just remember that this could just be a trial and a test on one's faith. As a matter of fact, the stronger remains one's faith in God, even under adverse circumstances, the sooner it will become clear it is all a matter of a test. Remember that, it's just a test. But this faith should not be merely a matter of lip service, just say it. No, but must have full force of conviction. And this is not hard to achieve if one reflects on what has been said above, and frequently, calmly, and objectively. I trust that the above lines will suffice, and that you on your part will also be a source of encouragement and confidence to your husband. May God grant you that you should have good news to report in the spirit of Purim, in which we celebrate the reversal of the Jewish position from sadness to gladness. And in words of the Megillah, for the Jews were the light, joy, gladness, and honor. With blessings, the Lubavitcher Rebbe signature. P.S. You may, of course, show this letter to your husband if you think it will serve as a useful purpose. The important thing is that the message of the letter should be effective, and that you should soon be able to report about an improvement in your husband's state of mind and go about his business with confidence and joy. And this will be the first step to an improvement in Parnasa, in the financials. I want to wish everyone a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful day.